Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Young at Heart, featuring nursery rhymes, stories, songs, poems, Mother Goose, Aesop's fables, Lewis Carroll, limericks, larks, epics, stories of the great operas, and such, and such, and such. To keep us all young at heart. I'm Father James Diluzio, and this Friday Night Young at Heart is on Tuesday night. For those of you on Facebook, you alone know why the delay. The others I had no opportunity to explain, but I had computer problems, and I did record a Friday Night Young at Heart, but it wouldn't save to my computer. It wouldn't go into the file. It wouldn't do anything. Lost. I recorded it twice for you. Nothing. And then I was traveling. I'm now at the Pro Ecclesia conference, sponsored by the Center for Catholic and Evangelical Theology in Baltimore. And I'm in a college dorm, sitting by the window. There's almost a full moon, because it was very full last night and the night before. Wasn't it lovely? Did you look? And all the same, I was expecting coming here that I would be with evangelicals, as the Center for Catholic and Evangelical Theology implies. And they're evangelical Lutherans, not Pentecostals, not free churches, not the typical evangelical. So I was a little surprised to find Lutherans, Episcopalians, and a couple Presbyterians here, all the same. It's a very good conference. And if you're on my mailing list for my office, Director of Paulist Fathers Multi-Faith and Ecumenical Relations, you'll get some news about this soon in my June newsletter. Now, back to Young at Heart. Pinocchio, Chapter 10. We left off Pinocchio going on to school, determined to be a good fellow. And he has a new school book, a spelling book that Geppetto sold his coat, his only coat, so that Pinocchio would have the book. And on the way, as you know, we left off, he heard the sound of music and cheers and a large crowd having fun and laughter. And it turned out to be a traveling puppet show. And he sold his book, knowing the sacrifice his father made so he could buy a ticket to the puppet show. And he decided he'd be a good boy the next day. So what happens here, very different from the Disney version, is that he's in the audience and the puppets on stage, as if in some subliminal collective unconsciousness, recognize him and call him by name. Pinocchio, Pinocchio, you're here, you're here. He doesn't know them, they know him, and they call him up to the stage and they hug him and kiss him and dance for joy that Pinocchio is in their presence. And the crowd is screaming and demanding, get back with the show, get back with the show. But the other puppets refuse. They just want to talk to Pinocchio, listen to Pinocchio about his experiences. There's no specific mention that he's without strings and they are not, but it's implied. Well, all this commotion brings out the puppet master, and his name is, I forgot. I think he calls him, it has to do with his mouth being as open and wide as an oven. That's it, I remember. Fire Eater. That's who the puppet, he's huge, he's big, and his mouth is open, when it opens is as wide as an oven. He's furious that they're not getting on with the show. Grabs Pinocchio out and takes him to his office. The puppets finish the show, and when they come to the office ready to celebrate and tell the puppet master more about their new friend, he is roasting lamb on a spit, and he's running out of firewood, and he says, take this Pinocchio and put him on the fire. They're horrified, these puppets, particularly Punchinello and Harlequin, two of the leading stars of the puppet show. they refuse. At first they refuse, and then of course he threatens he'll put them into the fire. So, I mean, he's not a good guy. He's definitely a villain. So they pick up Pinocchio, gingerly taking tiny, tiny baby steps to delay this catastrophe as Pinocchio screams and screams, "Father, Father, save me! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I don't want to die!" And that's where our chapter ends. So you're going to have to hang on till next Friday night. We're not too long now, just 4 days away to find the conclusion to Pinocchio. And in a few minutes, I'm going to record Luke Live Tuesday night. Luke Live online, because it is Tuesday night and I might be able to upload it. Hopefully, God willing. God bless us. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. Sorry for the delay. Hope you're still giving me a chance. And I hope you're enjoying this original version of Pinocchio, because many of you have never heard of it before. Good night. God bless.